234. I'd like to open with an excerpt from Kamala's speech.
Okay,
Let's go.
let's go.
I am the queen of the universe. I give wealth to those who worship me. I am the all-knowing one and the prime one among the worshipable deities. I enter many bodies as the Atma, taking various forms and with different manifestations in various ways. Hence, the Devas have incorporated me in various places. That one who eats food, who sees, breathes, and hears whatever is said, he does all that only through me. Those who do not understand me die. O dear one, hear this singing of mine with concentration.
Interesting.
Where'd she say that at?
It was at the White House. Yeah, she was reading from the Rig Veda.
Yep.
Oh, okay, that's pretty cool.
Apparently, she's a manifestation of the goddess Devi. That is her middle name.
Interesting. I didn't know that. So she's a goddess come to, like, is she actually a goddess or just like goddess in human
Well, in
form?
Sanskrit, Kamala means lotus, but in America, Kamala means...
Yeah, it means lotus. It means Lord of the United States in
Wow.
Sanskrit. Yep.
Whoa,
She's
holy.
the lotus and the potus.
Well, she would be the FLOTUS because she would be the first leader of the United States.
The first leader, yeah. She's the first person who really has leadership capabilities.
That's right.
People say it's George Washington, but fuck him. He didn't even have teeth.
Well, he did. He had teeth. He had to chop down trees to get them.
They got to work on a new acronym for the male FLOTUS, the FGOTUS.
Wait a minute, what if that's how he lost his
The
teeth, like
first
he was
gentleman.
chewing on trees like a beaver?
That's how he cut down the cherry tree.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh, I never realized that he cut down the cherry tree with his teeth.
Know that? Yeah, he bit down the cherry tree.
Oh,
and then
shit.
It fell. And then when his dad was like, hey, did you chop down the cherry tree? And he had a bunch of little timbers in his mouth. And he said, yes, I did. I chopped down this tree.
He
I
probably
cannot
got a
tell
lot of
lie.
shillings from the tooth fairy, though.
I'm going to... I forgot what I was going to say now because I got distracted.
What'd
You
you
know,
get
it would be
distracted
awesome. A
by?
beaver fairy.
My neighbors were having what looked like an argument, but they're doing one of those things where they're both laughing really hard.
I
Oh.
wish they were having. I wish they were.
You should go out there and
fighting
kill the
right
vibes.
now.
I was thinking about it. I was going to take a shot at them. Like, not at them, but in the direction.
Mhm.
Send everyone running.
Yeah. Just BBs.
Scatter them. Scattering my neighbors.
Yeah.
talking too
It's
long.
quiet hours, so I only shoot BBs.
Yeah.
Quiet hours in the apartment. So it's only, paintball and BBs out the window.
I actually don't have any, I don't have any weapons in my house. I just have the standard knives near the door, but it's just the kitchen knives.
I've got weapons. They're called my fists.
Yep.
Oh, mine are not
There we go.
any sort of use there. Well, let me tell you. You know what I would do? I'd pick up my lighter. No one wants to get hit by a hot lighter.
Yeah.
I'll be like, even if you blow the flame out, the metal will still be hot. And they're like,
Like,
fuck,
hold on,
he's
hold
right.
on, hold on, hold on,
Puts his,
hold on.
puts his
hold on.
shotgun down.
Yeah. Be like, hold on, give me a second. You just like turn around with it lit.
Yeah, he's got
and
his
throw it
pistol
out.
in my face, and I touch his knuckle with a lighter, and he goes, ah, and whips his gun. Ah!
Well, you just have to blow on it.
Immediately sucks on it.
No, well, that's why you got to turn around.
Yeah.
You got to turn around so they can't blow out your lighter.
Mm-hmm.
I think every American should be armed. You should
Yeah,
have
why
a gun
not?
in every room.
With a gun and a lighter. They should give you a lighter when you turn 18.
I am teaching my infant daughter, gun safety.
Nice. Very
Well, that's
cool.
good.
I'm putting a loaded gun on the table, and then I'm
Didn't
putting.
Chris Kyle get killed by an infant? This is like
Yes.
Yeah.
someone's
Yeah, it was
teaching
a
her-
baby with PTSD.
PhD. It was a baby with a PhD.
It was a baby with a PhD and PTSD because it was really stressful going through the doctorate program before the age of 1.
someone teaching their kid how to shoot that can't even walk yet. Just turns the gun around and shoots Chris Kyle. Hero down.
And then that baby turned out to be a looter.
Mm-hmm. Oh no.
It was actually the son of one of the looters from Hurricane Katrina that he killed.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
no.
Yeah, it was a guy
It's
trying
all
to steal
come-
a TV and he shot him. And then
full circle.
10 years later, his kid pretended to be a veteran.
See, I don't even believe that he shot anybody there because his whole book was like just so full of lies. He just
Yeah, I think he was probably beating off.
yeah, he was definitely beating off.
There's another book that was written by this white looter that said I covered all my electronics with bread so no one would judge me on Yahoo. He's a genius.
The thing that sucks about looting after Katrina is that all their shit was dog shit back then.
Yeah.
Like they had what, a PS2?
Well, 2005.
You couldn't even get a 360. You couldn't get a PS3. You couldn't get shit. You couldn't even get an iPhone.
Dog shit.
The iPhone came out the next year, so you couldn't get an iPhone. What could you get? Like a Razor?
PS3 came out when I just had enough excuses not to buy one, and it didn't excite me that much. I was like, I'm pretty busy.
360 was great, but the PS3.
The 360 was great, but how many times were you at someone's house and they had to wrap their fucking 360 in a towel or their fucking red ring?
Yeah, they designed the fans so bad.
Mine didn't red ring until I got an Xbox One, and then it red ring the day I got an Xbox One. I was like, oh fuck, well that's crazy.
Wow.
Scotty remedy.
Put on a towel.
Yeah, put a towel on it.
Put some towels on
it. Thanks, Dad. This actually worked.
I keep getting the red ring of death around my eyes every time.
Oh shit! I get the red ring of death every time I get a tick bite. It sucks.
Yeah.
I forget to wash my hands after making, and then I rub my eyes, and I get the red ring of death around my eyes. It's not
fatal, but I have the red ring of worm.
Oh, I hate ring of worm.
Yeah.
I have that all over me. And I have hook of worm, too.
Hook of worm, ring of worm.
I think it's because I scooted around the locker room.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
I'm itching. I'm itchy, and I gotta
and I use everybody's deodorant.
Everybody's towel.
Everybody's deodorant.
Yeah.
Even the girls.
I lotion and powder up while I'm doing yoga just on the floor of the locker room.
I rub deodorant all over the floor and then slide around.
I'm walking through the gym just being like, hey, don't worry about it. You don't have to wipe the machine off. It's fine.
Yeah. I do that in the bathroom. When someone's shitting in the stall, I say, hey, it's okay. You don't have to wipe. Don't worry about it. You don't have to wipe.
Finding someone else's Vaseline with their hair and stuff in it, and you just use it on yourself, and then all their hair's stuck to you.
Just sticking your lips in it.
Oh.
Sticking your finger in it and making a hole so they get in trouble when their mom sees it. What's up with your Vaseline, dude?
First of all, that hole is too small for my penis, okay? My penis is not the size of a finger. Mom, okay? Look,
well, yeah, the Vaseline isn't a
whore. Look at the peanut butter.
You want the Vaseline to be a blown out whore? It's a virgin.
Mm-hmm.
It's a virgin Vaseline. So yeah, it is tight.
Whore is so cool to say.
It's such a foul word.
It is.
It's
whores and broads.
Mm-hmm.
The way it used
We're
to
gonna
get
have a broad
used to,
president pretty soon.
A girl made out with a guy. That whore. She's a whore now.
Well, dude, it's like throwing a hot dog down the hallway.
Oh man, when you find out that a girl wears a thong,
white children are giant dicks. That'll definitely.
Damn! Oh no!
It's gonna suck when she's on the rag. She's gonna have a period and PMS.
Rag. It is funny. Man. It always was funny to me, thinking back, hearing that from just a bunch of 16-year-old virgins.
Yeah,
just talking about, oh, dude, that she had sex.
I always think of those types of kids growing up when I see just adults my age talking like that. Bitch must be on the rag. Yeah, man.
Yeah, I can't even imagine saying that shit unironically.
It's like Artie Lang 2008 when he's nodding off. Bitch must be on the fucking rag. Yeah, Artie.
How are you doing, Artie?
Gurgles. Tip him over.
Oh man, we should listen to this. We should listen to this dying man.
Yeah,
what he has to say.
Just yellow foamy bile spit pouring out of him. Hey man,
we should have him on the podcast.
I would love that.
He is around.
Yeah, what he would definitely do it.
Sure, he would.
Him and Anthony Cumia. I think we could get Anthony Cumia for like $400, and if he says the N-word, I'll edit it out. Okay. I can bleep it out or put like dogs over it or something.
Do you want to do it every time he says it though? Is the problem?
Yeah, just don't. When we have him on, don't bring up any city. Don't bring up the NBA, the NFL.
Yeah, well, the N.
Really any sports.
With the N.
Yeah, anything with the N. Any acronym with the N in it, because he's going to explain what it means.
What about MLS? We talk soccer with him?
The disease?
MLS. It's ALS and MS.
Oh, okay.
But I agree, soccer is a disease. Let's go.
I call it football.
Oh, that's cool, Tom.
Thanks.
Oh, where'd you learn that? Did you learn that in Japan?
Yes, I did. In my motherland of Japan.
Oh, Tom-sama.
Mm-hmm.
They have a shrine to you there.
They do.
They have a Shinto temple.
Yeah, it's okay. They decided to elect me. They called me the White Shogun the entire time I was there.
Oh,
it's not
cool.
a big deal. Yeah,
you weren't the first one. So.
They were like, they should make an Assassin's Creed about you.
They did, but then everyone got mad.
Yeah, they were going to. They were going to make one about a white samurai, and then everyone got mad, and they made it a black
Creed
guy.
White Shadows. Just throwing white into it every time.
They did that. They did that with Neo. It's based off of it was William Adams, and it's like the Shogun book and TV show, and so you're just like
game.
a white. Yeah.
What's it called?
It's Neo. That's the game.
Neo. Oh, right.
So the game, which is very fun, but it's like a Souls.
I forgot how it was spelled.
An NIOH. Very fun game, but that everyone was like your main character is just an Englishman, and you're in Japan doing everything.
That was one of those
They're
games.
Like, well, it's based off the book, dude.
It happened though.
I know Andrew liked that game too, but whenever I would see people talking about that game, I'm like, what the fuck acronym is that?
Yeah, and I always confuse it with the other one, with the anime girl, and you're like running through the tunnels and stuff.
Near
Automata. That one.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, maybe that's the one I'm thinking of too.
That's one. That's one of Andrew's favorite
Andrew
games.
loves that.
That's
game.
a good game.
Yeah, it's a good game.
Both
they
of those
added
are
one
good.
of those skins into Siege, and then they had to.
Dude, Japanese people are such weeps.
They had to nerf it because her butt was too big on the character, Ayana.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
They should do that.
Yeah,
Is there a problem?
Grums was freaking pissed about that on his Substack.
Grips.
Yeah, he's like, how do I get this? How do I get this thing that makes my butt less big? Can you do that to me?
I don't know. He's just a handsome man. He just loves seeing TNA.
Yep.
We all love Grums.
What's the
Grim
point of
Grum.
even playing a video game if you don't get instantly hard in the first 5 minutes?
That's true.
Yeah. It should be porn.
Well, not porn though.
Not porn. It should
But
be Christian.
it also
It should be Christian porn. Video games should be Christian porn.
It should be very close to
I
porn
want
without
giant-
being porn.
I want giant, just bimbo tits
Yeah.
covered up.
Yeah. I want them cut off. I want giant bimbo tits on every character and then give them a double mastectomy.
Let's have some modesty here. Giving them a giant BBL and giant tits, but you got to cover them up. That's literally the fucking right wing right now.
That's all they want. All
Yeah.
the gamers are just talking about how porno is ruining your brain. But every time a video game has a character that's like, they made them uglier. Oh, they're wearing clothes. Lara Croft with a giant tits.
Porn addicts still just piss me off. They'll have to butt into conversation and be like, hey, does anyone else agree that me jacking off so much is ruining all our lives? Well,
Yeah.
maybe yours, man.
Yeah.
I'm good.
All of you are as weak as I am, right? Oh, no? You're not? Oh, damn. Oh, you look down on me now? Well, you shouldn't do that. Come on.
Your
Yeah.
fingers always stink from just passively grabbing your foreskin all day long. Anytime you think of a woman or smell one.
Just waiting, like spending all day at work just thinking about, I can't wait to go jack off. I can't wait to go jack off. I can't wait to go jack off.
20 minutes.
That's a cool way to live.
20 more
I
I
minutes.
hope they don't
Online.
patch out the girls in the game by the time I get home.
I tell people that online. I say, I know you're rolling your soft cock between your knuckles right now while you're reading
Thumbing
this.
it.
Yeah.
Just
You're like,
pushing
God
in
damn
on
it. How do you even know?
That's why they invented circumcision. There were so
Oh,
many
wow.
guys like that in ancient Israel that they said, we're just cutting it off.
Yeah.
You guys are rubbing it between your knuckles and we can smell your knuckles. You keep putting your knuckles in front of our noses and saying, smell my knuckles, and we can tell that it's smegma. Because we don't have showers yet.
Well, they didn't need it. Back then it was healthy.
So that's why God had to lay down the law.
Said, God, clean it up.
I got to do the dirty Sanchez every time. It's my special move. So
Oh,
cool.
yeah.
I'm a Cleveland Steamer guy.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm a pink sock. Remember that?
Yeah, I love giving myself the pink sock
Wait, what's
and
the
the
pink
dirty
sock?
Sanchez.
Is that like a prolapse anus thing?
Yeah, you just get prolapsed, and then it makes it easier to put your finger in to do the dirty Sanchez.
I'm laughing at some mock tech guy just fucking credit card swiping his sweaty ass out in the yard and giving himself a dirty Sanchez.
Oh man, yeah, just itching his ass while he's mowing the lawn. And
The solo Sanchez.
it's like it's brown and green. It's grass stains and also poop.
Oh, his ass crack looks like algae. Looks like a cracked rock that's on a reef.
It was probably dirt. It was probably just dirt from the lawnmower. That's why it's brown.
Yep.
Oh,
It was probably dog poop. It was probably the neighbor's
wipe
dog.
It wipe it on your face. It's
Mock
fine.
Tech, I think he's at that weight and that size where his ass crack would definitely be in like a zigzag, like a big clam.
Yeah. Just all the way. I imagine it's like all the way up his back.
Called a Zeus crack. Medicinal name.
It's
not really.
Zeus.
A Zeus crack.
Yeah, it's a Zeus crack.
Yeah, because that's where Zeus gets in. That's where God gets in. That's what happened to Hercules. He developed a Zeus crack, and then it made him strong.
Just him reaching around, scratching his ass, and like knocking off a bunch of barnacles, falling
Yeah.
to the ground.
Bunch of invasive fucking zebra muscles.
Oh,
He's kind
man.
of invasive
Oh,
species.
I hate to scratch zebra muscles off the back of my nuts. How long have those been there?
I got in trouble one time because I gave myself an enema in one state and it had zebra mussels in it.
Oh,
and I just held them inside my ass and then I shit it out in the toilet in another state. And apparently it introduced zebra mussels into the sewer.
But did someone report you so you got in trouble? Or did you self-report?
Yeah, they looked at the camera footage and they saw that they came out of me and then they went into the lake.
It'd be really fun to be a big time waster like that. Like pack yourself with balloons full of stuff and they think it's drugs, but it's just like pixie stick dust.
Oh, another thing I like to do is order firewood from India.
Oh, that bugs me.
I order firewood from India and then I bring it to the campsite.
Quit moving firewood. It bugs me.
Because they say you shouldn't bring it in from out of state, so I just order it from India.
Using that as an excuse for not chopping wood for like your grandparents. They actually said we're not supposed to move firewood, so I'm just going to leave it right there. I'm not even going to chop it.
Yeah, you can't even move it like a foot.
Well, I went outside to do it, and then the ranger came and said, you're not supposed to move it, so...
Yeah, the yard ranger.
Now I'm back. Now I'm back here playing video games.
I know we live in the suburbs, but this big DNR truck pulled up.
There are yard rangers going around on ATVs. The yard rangers came and they told me I couldn't mow the lawn.
A ranger in the fire tower saw me, and he said I couldn't do it. Called here.
Oh, shit.
Dude, there's a really funny fire tower in Indiana. That'd be such a funny job.
Great job.
Watching out for fucking wildfires in Indiana. Down in
you can see
southeast corner.
For quite a while.
It gets pretty hilly down there in the southeast.
They're probably just looking at chicks with binoculars.
New Albany, Indiana gets quite hilly.
I guess that's why they need a tower.
And a little silly.
I guess the rest of it, you don't need a tower. You can just go up to the second floor of a building.
That's right.
Well, someone might be in there.
Well, it's a building for watching fires.
Did you guys see the collection of people losing their minds over this? Yeah, this Joe Biden thing. He stepped down.
Oh yeah. Is he alive? Is he dead?
Yeah. That's like normal because I guess it is weird.
It would be funny if he actually was dead.
Doing that sort of thing on Twitter is crazy. Like I feel like without a TV appearance, but I know he does have COVID, so whatever. And honestly, the sooner the better. I don't care how it happened. But more than that, the leftist accounts that are like, "Oh, you're doing the Dark Brandon thing, the cute little memes for this bitch," and being like, "Oh,
Dark Kamala."
Yeah, we can't.
No, hold on.
I had to delete all my Dark Kamala memes.
Just like
back in 2011, I had to delete my Dark Obama memes.
Bro, they're doing
his eyes glowing. Everyone got mad at me.
The fucking the Silicon Valley guys are all doing the epic Bitcoin eye avatars.
Yeah, I saw that.
They're bringing that back,
and like all they're all doing that.
Mark Andreessen's egghead ass.
Are they trying to have another pump?
All the guys that just have the ats like Josh and the single name havers, all those guys. They're not even doing some crypto shit this time. I think it's just for Trump and Vance.
Yeah, I think it's a Trump thing.
Because
he just gave a shit ton of money.
Mike Vance, Mike Vance, Mike Vance, JD
Mike
Pence.
JD Vance.
JD Pence. Mike's son is
I don't know though. That little speech about Mountain Dew really appealed to me.
Yeah, that was very Bubster. I don't know what his point was. That people are going to call him racist for drinking Diet Mountain Dew?
I love, even in that dumb fucking crowd, everyone's just like, what are you talking about, man?
What?
What?
I know I'm just old and jaded, and it's like whatever number cycle now of presidential cycles on Twitter that I've spent and seen memes and shit. But it's still so funny. Like, the biggest own is making JD Vance like slightly fatter. Like posting the picture, fucking own, bitch. He's already a cherubic, rosy-cheeked fat boy.
Well, I think
he's a perfect grandson.
I think he got on Ozempic.
Yeah, all those guys are. All those guys go to the same plastic surgeon and the same Ozempic guy.
Oh, is that his wife's name? Fucking foreign
Ozempic
bitch.
Vance.
Yeah.
Fucking foreign bitch. Get these
hillbilly bitch.
Get these immigrants out of the country, except the ones I like.
I have been enjoying the pseudo like 2016 posts about like how Taylor Swift is gonna like unite people again.
Yes.
And that JoJo from Jurors lady being like, oh, I told my 11-year-old daughter, and then she cried about Joe Biden, and then when I said Kamala is gonna be the replacement. She says, fuck yeah. First of all, you're 11 years old. You should not be using that kind of language.
Let's get that girl fucking
very
fired.
let's get her fired.
When I was 11,
student.
I had president autism. I've talked about it before. I knew all the presidents,
That's what
and
they
I was
called you
intimately
as well.
invested. They called me President Autism, and I still have that. Well, now I'm President pro tempore.
Oh, wow.
But I would have known who the next person in line would have been. I would have known the vice president. If you know who Joe Biden is and you're crying about him, you would know who the vice president is. That's how you know that's made up.
I think it's true.
It might also be true.
But no, this one, I want to read this one because it's so funny. From Timothy D. Snyder. Smiling as I watch black men, capitalized black men.
That's the tweet. Smiling as I watch black men. I'm looking out the window.
It might as well be. Smiling as I watch black men on my feed promising to stand Taylor Swift as she endorses Kamala Harris. Culture loosening up in a good way. Let's go make a much better future.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. If you showed that to Tariq Nasheed, he would freak.
I'm walking to the farmer's market with a little more jive in my step today. And let me tell you why. Start saying shit like that.
They're the best. I love them.
I'm going to start walking like a Bruno Mars music video to stuff. Just throwing my hat up and shit. It's awesome.
It is funny to see people, they're so happy that there's a president who isn't 97 years old.
Yeah, right.
Like, they can even do the basic celebrity shit, like just the default stuff that would happen when Obama was president. Like, Will.i.am endorses Obama because that's what you do. He's the president. And he's young and cool.
Yeah.
So all the top 40 musicians are gonna endorse him. But Biden was so old that you couldn't even do that.
That's how I know I'm not a crank yet. I don't care that people are having fun with their memes. And I know people know that Kamala's still a cop. She's still going to be a dog shit, like, lib shit president. I'm pretty sure everyone's aware of that. Not everyone, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, it's all discourse.
Yeah. I'll
people
let
need some shit to talk about.
I'll let people have their fun. And as much as I hate to see Hawk Tuah go, I wish her the best.
Yeah.
No, hold on.
Well, she made her 30 grand.
I think Hawk Tuah still has a lot of legs left. There could be Hawk Tuah 2.
Yeah, she's still young.
Hawk Tuah 3.
She could Hawk Tuah out a coconut tree, folks.
Nice.
There it is. We all know that.
2 weeks after, there was some article that was like, what's next for Hawk Tuah with fans demanding a sequel? I'm like, what the fuck would a sequel be? You dumb fuckers. And I didn't click the article though, so I guess
I don't think that guy's even from where she's from.
That seems like a like an AI generated post.
Predictably,
but I did think about it, and the only way to one up it would be to puke. Like, what do you do when you're sucking a guy's dick?
That one lady, there was that one lady who was like in the car, and she's like, "Oh, I fart on it," and then she like farts in the car.
Fart on that.
That's just gross.
Yeah, it is gross.
I commented uncouth bitch and got perma'd. Just kidding, I didn't do that.
Yeah, that's just gross.
So the guy that did the host, though, I guess he got mad that she got so much clout and he didn't.
Yeah, of course.
People are forgetting about it, but it's
no one wants that guy to suck your dick.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, maybe somebody does, but like, doesn't have the same universal appeal.
I don't know.
He's just he was the guy that set up the interview.
Yeah, you just go around holding up a microphone bothering people. And once in a while you go viral, but like even then no one's going to be like, you are the coolest guy ever.
But he hit the gold mine for fucking man on the street type shit.
Yeah,
this is massive.
People probably subscribe to his shit, but also it raises the good point. Where are the man on the street interviews where they're interviewing themselves and they get famous for that?
Like,
that's
say what you
fair.
will about Andrew Callahan, but at least he wasn't like, why are they taking attention away from me? These crazy people I'm interviewing. Everyone's just paying attention to them and not me, and it sucks.
Andrew Callahan groomed me. Tried to get me to do my hair into a pro like his.
Tried to comb you.
Yeah, he tried to comb me. I haven't watched any of his shit since his comeback.
No,
but it's all like generic looking trash crap anyway.
Once he kind of got me too'd, it was like, no, thank you.
He got me too'd and is like the most annoying way.
Was it just like, please can I have some coochie over and over again?
Forcing himself on in the car basically until she had to be like, get the fuck away from me.
Okay. Oh, I didn't.
Damn.
Okay.
The old Madison Cawthorn move.
Yeah, like super horny. Like,
except his legs weren't.
Please. Like, I don't think he got.
Well, he's still going through puberty. Look at his face.
I don't even want to. fuck that.
He's got those hormones rushing through him.
Not worth.
Like Hank Hill when he went back on testosterone.
Hey, you know what? I call him Napoleon Weinstein.
Hey.
Ooh.
Why would you call him that?
Because he looks like Napoleon Dynamite and a rapist.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
And he's Jewish.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Is he?
And
Waiting
the
for
crowd goes mad. You don't know which kind of mad I mean.
That's fine. Whatever.
I don't care if he's Jewish or Hindu or whatever.
Guy named
Well,
Callahan.
Well, you never know. He could easily be a crypto Jew or a crypto Hindu.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Crypto-
He could be one of the Irish conversos.
Mhm.
I don't care if he's
That's possible.
Sapaya. I can't say Sepia.
Chroma key,
I
Sapaya.
don't care if he's chroma keyed. I don't care if he's a
Don't fucking matter.
VTuber.
Oh, yeah, we
Furry.
were laughing at that last night, asking Andrew to put it in Sapaya when he's watching a movie. Yo, can you put it in Sapaya? Or just telling him to put a color movie in black and white.
I'm gonna have a pre-canned. List of things like the. I don't care if he's black, white, green, purple. Those guys. We're
Yeah.
just going to I don't care if he's got scales, fur, feathers. I don't care if he was born from an egg. I don't care.
Doing that, and you have to read it off a list.
Yeah.
You're holding up a list. I don't care if you're red, orange, yellow, green, blue, violet.
Just
I
do the
hate you
rainbow.
anyway. I hate you all equally.
Man,
Hate
that's
everyone.
the most clever uncle. I'm not racist. I hate everyone.
him.
I'm like, yeah, but you really hate black people and Mexicans.
Yeah,
I hate
well,
everyone
I hate the
equally.
white people who don't like or who don't hate black people.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, like,
So it's not like I don't hate white people.
oh, those guys are so annoying, and there's so many of them. And I think it's so clever.
That's like all the stand-up comedy now.
I actually haven't watched any stand up in a long ass time.
Well, I get all the Instagram.
It's a
reels
horrible
and shit,
format.
Oh,
and
yeah.
It is, and so it's like
you're
that's
taking
their
notes.
their pot. Yeah, I've been taking notes, building my set, but that's the whole fucking thing is like where it's just like, oh, I'm racist, haha, and like that's the joke. It's just like, yeah, you're racist,
Yeah.
and it's really frustrating because there's so many fucking like Zoomer reel makers and. Their whole thing is like, oh, like send this to your most racist friend, haha, and it has like 3.
I probably do too much
shares.
ironic racism for my jokes, but I'm also not a
Mhm.
stand up comedian, and I don't put it on TikTok, and I don't even listen to it after I say it.
You got to be funny when you do it. Like earlier, I was thinking about someone who says, I think Kamala is a really historic step forward for women, particularly women of color and women of South Asian descent. But I do have a little bit of residual anxiety coming into November that she might use her left hand to swear in on the Bible, and then they would have to wash it.
Oh my god.
So epic.
Jesus.
Just doing the most fucked, God, it's like, I
damn.
don't even know. That's like, I feel like that's something they'd say on Ridiculousness that would get cut, and they have to reshoot it, and they can't be talking like that, guys.
Yeah, that's why I got fired from Ridiculousness.
Yeah,
Just
that's why
that
Alex is
level.
no longer working on Ridiculous.
Just the guy who thinks that every Hindu is just walking around covered in poop, but only on their left hand.
There are guys that think that, man. There are guys in India that think that.
It's probably
It's
true.
the dynamic's crazy there. There's so much that
Yeah.
I'll never understand.
India is a fascinating country. We were just learning about Sikhism and the Golden Temple, and now we're
Mhm.
doing a Hindu episode.
Yeah.
I was reading the Upanishads.
We sort of did a FLDS episode recently too.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, we
we
did.
should learn about Christianity.
I can
No,
do
thanks.
I can do an old
Boring.
believers. I can do an old believers episode as well. The Russians that left the church after the 1595 or something, and
Mhm.
they were more into foresty shit.
Damn.
There's that one family that lived out in the middle of nowhere, Siberia, forever. The one lady still lives there, the youngest daughter.
From 1500s.
Yeah, she's quite
Shit.
old.
They must be old
Very
as shit.
Old.
Fat
Stupid
evil
old
as
bitch.
shit.
Shit.
Old as shit.
It's crazy they're still Christian after that long. They didn't just turn back to the step religions.
That's actually true. And she had a fucked life anyway. Her family died in different plagues that went on, even though they were isolated at that time. And then she was the last one around. And then this sort of anthropologist guy who was interested in her family's history and old believers in general and stuff. This Russian moved into a cabin next to hers for a while. Tried to rape her basically.
Oh shit.
And then she fucked him up, and I think her dog fucked him up too. And then before he died, he had no legs either. Unrelated. He was just.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
But she's like this. In interviews with her, it's funny because she's like, this man moved out here saying that he'd be giving me a lot of help, and he didn't know how to do anything. He didn't know how to start a fire. Still doesn't know how to start a fire. He'd been there for like 35 years or something.
That was a Rasputin type.
She's like a Baba Yaga that goes and gathers all of her fucking nuts and berries and stuff for her breakfast every morning. She fishes and hunts. She's got a little single shot shotgun and rifle. Pretty cool.
That's kind of sick. But that, I mean, like, I was about to say before you said everything else, like, how annoying would that be to like live by yourself and then some guy's like, yeah, I'm gonna move in right next to you. Well, I'm gonna make a cabin right next to you.
It probably started as one of those things where it's like I'm just gonna do some research here and help you out with this and that. And then he left and then he came back. The only thing that was beneficial is he made sure that she made it to it was one of the only times she went to a big city in her life. She actually did a world tour as a kid because her family got famous for being like off the grid, basically. Like,
oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so she did a world tour when she was younger, but the only time she really ever went to the city was for some health care later on in life. But then she returned to her cabin in the middle of nowhere after.
That must have been so insane, being one of those people who was like almost uncontacted, and then you just get brought around the world as like an exhibit. Like that happened to Squanto. He was in London. He was in southern Spain for a while.
Her family lived out in the woods. Like she was like a little girl when Sputnik went up, and they could see it in the sky and shit. But I had no idea what the fuck it was because they didn't read the news or anything. They had no contact.
They thought it was a bug.
Yeah, bug Nick.
Big bug.
That's crazy though. Like imagine being that disconnected with the quote unquote real world, and then going on a plane trip around the world. I think she went to like New York City and shit. This would be fucking shell shocking.
Oh, no, I always think about like when I'm driving a car, it's like, damn, if I had somebody from like the 1700s in my car right now, they would be freaking the fuck out with the oncoming traffic. Like they would have no idea that
people
it's just
freak out in 2024 by that.
Yeah.
I like the idea that you got them into the car and then like they're totally fine up until that point until they saw.
Is it like a kidnapping or is it a hitchhiker?
They're like, all right, yeah, we get into the metal box, no big.
George Washington on the side of the road, just holding his thumb up, and you're like, "Hey, I can bring you. Or you want to go to like the White House, or all right."
That would also be super annoying because every time you're driving, right, and like he's just like,
and you give him some of your combos that you have, your pretzel combos, and then he breaks his wooden teeth on them. He's like, oh, fuck, I think I swallowed one.
Yeah, it's hard, dude. You just gotta suck on them until they get soft. You can swallow it.
In a modern car, it's really hard to tell how fast you're even really going, like compared to like a horseback or something. Because like a horse could be just doing a steady gallop, not even that fast. But you're on the fucking back, and you're like, oh my fucking god! It feels like
it's easy because like a horse, it's always 1 horsepower.
That's right.
So that's how fast you're going is 1 horsepower.
Well, I have a really strong horse that's 2 horsepower.
Can you imagine explaining that to them? There's so many horses are in here. They're like, they must be tiny.
Yeah, we took the essence of the horse. We drained it of all of its blood. We boiled it down until it was just the horsamine. We isolated the chemical horsamine, and then we put it in the engine. That's me explaining the car to George Washington.
I could use a joke that I said I was going to use months ago now. Kamala's the Indian in the cabinet instead of the cupboard.
Ooh.
Nice.
Pretty good.
I think I've talked about...
But we already have one of those. We have Deb Haaland.
I loved Indian in the Cupboard, the book, and then I saw the movie, and I was so pissed at that pussy-ass motherfucking actor that played Omri. Also hated that name. Omri.
That's some deep Bible shit.
Yeah, that's... You can tell.
Yeah, it's kind of fucked up that he, like, owned Indians.
Yeah, he had little Indians in his cupboard that he owned. And he could hurt them and stuff.
Reminds me of when they used to dig up, like, Indian burial grounds and then just put them in a museum. Yep. Look at the skeleton we found. And then in the last, like, 30 years, they had to put him back in the ground because they realized it was kind of rude.
How do you feel about mummification that same way, though? Should they leave him there, or...?
Well, if it's like a pharaoh, those were all rich guys.
I think the mummification's okay if they find them like in a glacier, not in a burial area. Like if it happened by accident and you're excavating, I think that you could take it somewhere for more safekeeping. Some of the shit from glaciers are crazy that they pull out, like the wolf babies and the horse babies and the Those things are massive.
Yeah, that's like the only cool thing about global warming is that we get to find all these cool animals in there.
All the little secrets. It's DLC.
The place across the river
rare drops
in Yakutsk called the Kingdom of Permafrost that you can go to, and it's just this museum. It looks like this little shack on the side of this hill. Then you open it up, and there's these crazy lights inside, and you can see like a full mammoth frozen underground in the permafrost. Mm-hmm. It's wild, and it's just a little roadside.
And eventually, it'll warm up enough, and then the mammoth can come back alive.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
I want to be the first person to get killed by a mammoth.
That's true. You would be the first. Mammoths and humans never lived together.
Yeah, that'd be an honor.
Unless they were married.
Mm-hmm. Mm. Yeah, they weren't allowed under the Christian doctrine.
That's my Christian fact. Yeah, humans and mammoths actually never cohabited the earth unless they were married.
Yeah, they weren't. Well, they were never allowed. They never lived together because they were never allowed to marry in the church.
Can you circumcise an elephant?
Yeah, of course you could. Why couldn't you?
Hey, ask my doctor. Let's go.
Chill.
You still have the same doctor who circumcised you?
Yes.
Oh, that's cool. That's
he
really
wanted
consistent.
to stick around.
Yeah.
He's been following me around.
Yeah.
I still have a pediatrician because I never got over the height limit.
He said my dick was so amazing.
They said I have to have a pediatrician for the rest of my life.
They said I'm baby, so I gotta have a pediatrician.
I always brag about how thick my umbilical cord is instead of that.
Do you think
I'm a fat ass?
Okay, this is a serious question. This is a very serious question. Do you think that Daddy Dennis takes little blonde boy to the pediatrician?
Yeah.
Maybe they have like an under the table one.
Yeah.
It's like the doctor on Breaking Bad where they like.
To say.
I'm sure they do.
They got a lot of stuff happening.
It's like a pediatrician who works after hours and he does visits to adult babies.
Daddy Dennis just puts on a white coat and spins around in his chair. I'm Dr. Dennis.
I'm Doctor. Daddy the doctor.
I can't see your adult baby son in normal hours, but if you come at like 11:30 p.m. and don't make any noise, I can treat him like a baby.
Do you think you have to pay like triple? It's not covered by insurance.
Yeah. Well, it goes by weight.
Yeah. So much more then.
Yeah, you sit on that table with the paper on it and they weigh you, and that's how they charge you for the visit.
You get really sick because you get too many shots. Because you keep getting your baby shots over and over.
Every 3 months.
Every visit.
It's just really sexy to my son to get him the MMR vaccine. My adult baby son. I'm sorry. You just have to keep giving it to him.
My adult libtard baby son wants another vax.
Having to hold down my 35-year-old son. Adult baby son is getting 2 shots in his thighs.
Having the fire department come over because my adult baby son has shit all up his back and I can't control him. He's running around the living room. He's touching everything. He gave himself a dirty Sanchez. Look.
Taking my 35-year-old baby son to the fire department to learn how to use the stove.
Yeah, putting him in a giant basket and just leaving him on the front stoop.
I don't want him anymore.
I can't take care of him. He's too old.
Jewish parents that put their son in a basket and push it down a river. Hopefully someone will find him.
That's where Daddy Dennis found Blonde Boy.
That's what happened to Mets.
Yeah. They just put him in a basket and sailed him down the reeds.
This wicker basket's pricking my ass.
Oh, I hate sailing down the Nile. It's so wet and there's crocodiles.
Oh, there's so much water everywhere. Who put all this water on?
I wonder if I'll see Vic Mignogna here. I heard he's in denial too.
He needs to go to CairoCon.
The Pharaoh's trying to like pick him up out of the basket, and he's on his DS recording like, a song parody.
This is the fucking most, this is one of the dumbest riffs we've ever done. Matt says Moses.
I love it.
Oh, I hate the Red Sea. I wish someone would part it.
I'm gonna be back here in about 2 days with a bunch of people. If you don't fucking split, I'm gonna rip your fucking.
I hate everybody's firstborn, and I love cicadas.
Ow, I'm gonna make it rain blood. Ow.
Oh.
Put some blood on your door so I know you supported Gamergate.
He would love being that guy. He would love being in ancient Egypt and be able to call down plagues from God against women or...
That's so good. That is his missed calling, man. He wanted those plagues. He wants to just send plagues to everybody. That's my guy.
Well, you can buy the bugs. If you buy a lot of ladybugs, you can basically do a plague. Like, if he really wanted to, he could go to one of those conventions in North Carolina and release, like, 10 million ladybugs or crickets.
What if it's Mets-related plagues, though? So, like, all the fucking, like, USBs for all of his shit is bent. All the tongs are bent and shit. You can't plug anything in.
Your headphones aren't charged.
Yeah. All his mom has is salad.
Oh, your finger? Everyone's fingers do what his fingers do? Everyone's fingers can bend back? That would be a horrible curse.
Oh, that would be horrible. Babies crawling on their knuckles like gorillas because their hands are all like, nah.
The baseball team loses.
Fuck.
Everyone has to support the Mets.
All the hospitals are full just because everyone's bitching.
There's a big convention this weekend in North Carolina, and I wonder if he'll go, and I wonder if I'll see him if I go.
The Patriot Front shit?
Yes. That's right.
Now these are some white boys I can get behind. I'm a pureblood.
When are we going to do Unite the Right 2?
Well, soon.
But also have it be about Marvel.
Next year, a WFYM live show.
Yep.
Unite the Right 2.
We should do
Marvel.
Unite the Left.
Yeah. That is a good idea. We should unite the left. It's too much squabbling, too much bickering. We need to unite everybody.
Yeah, you got the Biden bros and the K-Hive.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still writing in Joe Biden.
We should do a divide. What about a divide the right rally?
What about a divide the Red Sea rally?
Okay.
We get all the Israelites in one place, and then we divide the Red Sea, and then they get to go to the desert.
Okay, perfect.
Instead of God just picking them up and putting them where he wanted them, he opened up a sea that took them to the desert.
There's some good geopolitical discourse for what's been going on around the fucking world.
There's tons of fucking crazy shit going on.
You know who's on the other side of the Red Sea? The damn Houthis.
Damn. Do you guys hear they found the Trump shooter Spotify playlists?
No. Any Nate Ruess on it?
No, all he listened to was Eve 6.
Oh, nice.
Just playing. I made all that up. But,
he was the one listener on their new album.
Yeah.
The one that didn't get reviewed by anybody anywhere.
That's weird.
It had a certain someone on the cover.
It got mailed to them, and they just broke it in half and threw it away. Oh, this is trash.
Jadolf Whitler. Did you hear about Gretchdolf, by the way? Gretchdolf Whitler, my governor. She said that she did the fucking she did the Wolf of Wall Street. I'm not fucking leaving, but talking about Michigan.
Oh, okay.
Saying that she wouldn't be VP. Well, I don't. She didn't really say that. She said I'm staying in Michigan. I don't think she wants to be a Kamala VP. I think she wants to try to take Kamala's ass out in the future.
Kamala couldn't do anything. The VP isn't really a good job to have.
No, it's kind of like just a way to like keep you out of the way.
Hey,
yeah,
you know,
I already presented my fucking Shamar Moore's VP.
Again,
yeah, it's got to be a guy. They got to pick a guy. It can't be. It's going to
be a guy.
420 electoral votes, easy.
JB Pritzker would probably be good because he's got all the money. I don't think Gavin would do it. I don't think Gavin would. He wouldn't want to leave California.
One thing I would love about JB, think about that debate, the VP debate. It'd be JB versus JP. They're both fat guys, but one's a foot taller than the other and smarter.
Oh, wow.
Yep. JB Pritzker would dwarf his ass, and he's a billionaire. So, yeah, pretty cool. JB Pritzker, if you're listening, I'll suck your cock for like 30 million.
You know what?
I'll do it for 20.
Yeah. I'll do it for $20.
I meant 30,000, JB.
Sucks.
Dude, my girlfriend she'd be so happy with the money, she wouldn't even care or be jealous.
Yeah, I haggled him down. He offered me 30,000, and I said, "No, I'll do it for 10,000."
I'll do it for whatever, man.
I'm imagining haggle as some fucking like move on his dick. I was haggling him.
He said I could suck his dick for 30,000, then I Jewed him down to 10,000.
Those mosh the other day. Yeah, they Jewed me. Sorry, gypped. They gypped me. I'm like,
oh, Jesus Christ. I can't believe people still say that shit.
Andrew and I are allowed to say it. We got a Roma side, but...
Meanwhile, they're the cheapest people in the world. They're driving onto the Indian reservation to go buy cigarettes untaxed.
Being one of those guys, being like, I can say it, so I just call everyone a gypsy. You fucking gypsy? Oh, come on, man. Don't be a gypsy. That's douchebag.
You guys hear what's going on with G-Word Rose?
G-Word Rose killed her mom.
She's pregnant.
Yeah, she killed her mom and became a slut.
Is she really pregnant?
That's what she was talking about, wasn't she? Everything I see is like,
what if it's a cycle?
What if it's a psycho? What if she gives birth to a psycho?
That's some news that you only get when you're opening a new tab on Edge, and you're like, oh hey, MSN News. That taught me yesterday though. Disgusting age gap discourse. I heard Nick Jonas at age 22 dated Kate Hudson when she was 36 when she broke up with Muse.
Yuck.
That's fucked up.
That is a little fucked up.
I think everybody, if you're gonna date, you need to be the same age. Chat,
he's fucking jacking off right now, wagging his tongue. No, I posted in the Discord. So I was like, where were these famous actresses when I was 22?
Where were these Jonas Brothers when I was a kid?
Where were these famous actress MILFs when I was 22? That's what I want to know.
Where were the MILFs when I was a kid?
No. Kate's like, I'm sorry, I feel like I groomed him. He was just so young. No, he got groomed by plenty of other people before you. He was a Disney kid. He was Nickelodeon.
Yeah, you were his oldest.
Yeah, you were actually the oldest person to ever. Actually, probably true, sadly. 22, I feel like, is still when they were like doing Disney shit, too.
Well, he was the youngest one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So they were out of it by then.
Yeah, they were
out. Yeah, I guess that's true, since he was the youngest. The rest of them were like, I mean, they're all like dads now. Mm-hmm. And that was like, they hung out. It wasn't like even dated, you know.
They fucked. They porked.
They fucked. Yep. Well,
it said they porked in USA Today.
I'll see her at Thanksgiving this year. I'll ask her.
Oh, okay. She should get back together with the guy from the Black Crows.
My grandma Goldie Hawn is such a bitch.
Yeah.
He has a tequila.
Who does?
Nick Jonas.
I wish Kate Hudson was my relative, because that means Kurt Russell would be at all my holidays. Can you imagine? Mm-hmm. Can you imagine Can you imagine having a porch beer with Kurt Russell when it's like 10 degrees out? Damn.
I would want him to be my uncubus.
Smoking a cig after the Thanksgiving meal.
Oh yeah. I would call it. I'd call it the fucking Thingsgiving meal. The way his ass was in that movie. The Thing.
The Thingsgiving.
Yeah. With his acting ass. Sorry, I was getting a little ave on you guys.
Yeah, so he would pretend to be a girl in my brain, and he would come to me when I sleep, and then he would bounce up and down on my cock because he's my incubus, Kurt Russell.
Pronouncing A-A-V-E, ave. Sorry to get so ave on you guys.
I'm trying to learn ave. I've been listening to this binaural beats thing that tries to give you afro-textured hair, and I don't think it's working.
Well, how long does it take to work?
Well, it's an hour, and I've listened to it 33 times, and I don't know. It should be working.
Well, sometimes
there's another one to teach yourself how to make box braids, and I've been listening to that one, and I'm not sure if I know how to do it yet.
They say with like most hair regrowth stuff, like it takes like months to work. So I think you have to do it like for like 4 months before you can actually see results.
I guess I'll just have it on all the time.
Yeah, all the time.
I 100% think that we should only make fun of really ridiculous looking wigs on men, but they should otherwise be just accepted. Like a hat.
I don't think they like getting called that.
Wigs?
Yeah, W words. Yeah.
What do you call them? Pieces?
Weaves.
Get my weave. I think we've talked about it many times before, but it'd be a great bit to be an Uber driver, and then they get in your car and you're just listening to like binaural beats, just like hands-free ejaculation.
Don't worry, it's not the one for beer. It's not the one for beer. It's the one for weed, and I drive better when I'm high.
Being a cop that gets pulled over for DUI and you try and tell your fellow cop, you're like, no, man, it was Idos or beer.
Just like shit. Just looking over at your Uber driver.
Took it from the evidence locker.
On the display screen, it's just like binaural beats, hands-free ejaculation.
A cop found an iPod in the evidence locker with fentanyl.mp3 on it, and he started listening to it, and he had a panic attack.
You're just listening to one of those 2-hour tracks that's supposed to get water out of speakers, where it's like bass boosted times 10, but it's called the brown note. Your pastors can't even talk, and they're sitting there like...
I listen to that when I have water in my ears.
Mm-hmm. I listen to the brown note when I have water in my ass.
Oh, nice.
Get rid of it.
One time I was in my friend's... It was in the winter, we were smoking weed in my friend's car, and he was just one of those... He was one of those fucking lingual mustache little fuckers with a really loud, fast, nasty car with big-ass subs in it. He played some song, some dog shit dubstep song, and it made it shook my head so bad it made my nose run, but it like loosened up. I had like a sinus infection at the time, and it loosened it up. So I lost all this fucking like, you ever have like one of your sinuses open up? And it's like that orange boogery shit. You just blow it out like a snot rocket. But when I was doing it, I was going, I think this is spinal fluid. I knew it wasn't, but I want to get a laugh out of him. It was just like this long string of orange booger from like the.
Oh, what did I eat?
You know how good that felt to get out of my head?
I bet it felt really great to put it on your wall.
Yeah, it was like my sticky hand from Kroger.
Yeah, that's the biggest one on the booger wall. It's like the John Hancock on the booger wall.
Signing
Ew. Don't you hate when your booger ceiling and they start to fall?
They didn't dry properly.
Well, you have to put spray primer over it, like Kilz or Zinss.
Ew.
Well, you got to keep them up there.
When you're out and you have a huge booger and you got to put it in your pocket for later. You
got to put it in a gum wrapper.
What's that shit called when you put like a finish over like a bunch of cards on top of a table, like to make like a sports card?
Oh,
yeah. Epoxy?
Yeah.
Yeah, epoxy.
Just imagine doing that, but you have a bunch of bloody boogers and like pubes sitting there, and that's like what you're going for, just to have them under it, so people are always trying to clean it, but they can't.
Yeah, epoxying a quarter to your dinner table.
I'm thinking about a booger ceiling, but you walk in and you're like, oh, is that like a popcorn ceiling?
Oh. No, you just feel it in the dark.
No, popcorn gets stuck in my teeth, not in my nose.
Is that a popcorn wall?
Isn't this building too new for popcorn ceilings? Like, that's not a popcorn ceiling, dear. That's my booger ceiling.
I have a popcorn desk texture.
Popcorn desk.
Ew.
I have a popcorn shirt.
Reaching under it.
Fuck. Yeah, I can cut things with the underside of my desk because the boogers make it serrated.
Yeah, I'm basically like a.
I can sit here and grind
slice some bread.
Yeah,
my clothes are so covered in hardened boogers that I'm basically like a human Brillo pad.
Just grinding weed into your hand under your desk.
Fuck. Brushing by somebody's deck with your booger shirt and ruins the finish. Just looks like you sanded it.
Scratching somebody's car.
Yeah. You just keep my car? No, I backed into it in the booger shirt, dumbass.
I boogered your car, dude.
So gross. Oh.
People do that. People do that.
Yeah,
you gotta watch out.
Yeah.
It's almost like hostile architecture. When they put spiky stuff on flat surfaces so people can't sleep on it. It's like putting boogers on everything, then putting epoxy over it.
I was thinking the other day that I've seen too many posts online where it's like, look at this giant jar of cum, or remember the cum box? The guy that would come in the same box all the time, blah, blah, blah. But there's been so many of those now that there's nasty cum portals just sitting everywhere. And only such tiny percentage of people post them anonymously to Reddit or 4chan. That's all. Like, I don't want to see more, don't get me wrong, but it's just crazy how many are out there. I couldn't even... There was a time in my life when I'd only seen one or two of those. And now it's just...
It was a novel idea.
I still want to see someone contribute those hostage posters.
Oh my god.
Well, what's stopping you from being the hero you need?
Yeah,
no fap.
I don't think Salton posts anymore. He probably would. It's so gross. Oh, I saw a contributing guy the other day with like one of the smallest dicks ever. I'm like, that feels so bad. Hey,
they love it though.
I contributed you.
They those guys with the tiny dicks love it because they all just sit around in those groups just talking about.
That's how I imagine.
Look at how tiny my dick is.
That's how I imagine Matt Gates' dick. I imagine like a little Audi belly button, precious moments ass dick, tiny.
Wish he was on joystick.
Yeah, me too. I would love to watch him just thumbing his nuts.
He went
just
to fucking
whatever.
He went to El Salvador to see how they run their prisons, and they have all these dudes on their knees, like in a line. It looks like a scene from like Dune or something. It's so scary. And he's like, "This is how things should be done." While he's looking like fucking crazy shit. This BBL.
Yeah, he gets plastic surgery every day.
I've been obsessed with El Salvador. They're fucking the corrupt government's pushing this coffee brand now that the president
they're
owns,
selling us a coffee brand.
Bean of Fire.
Bean of Fire.
There's all these crypto these Bitcoin refugee pedophiles that live there. These white guys that are like, just starting my day with Bean of Fire again. Thank you, El Presidente. It's awesome.
It's like Black Rifle coffee. That's the only idea they ever have is just selling coffee.
Yeah, even Alex Jones sold coffee, but ironically bought it from right in the center of the Zapatista Control Center.
I was looking at that Bean of Fire, like
communists.
after you were posting about it, and it actually seems kind of woke. Pulling it up here.
It definitely isn't. It's from Bukale.
Yeah, today's donation of 200 pounds of coffee, sugar, and 8,000 cups by their president there, Nayib Bukele.
Yep. Celtic.
Yeah. And apparently they donate 200 pounds of coffee every day, which seems like an unsustainable business model
To who?
to me.
Probably all the prisoners, like the 40% of people they arrested in the country.
Well, no, it says Dondi Roger, a fantastic spot in Quezaltepeque La Libertad, awfully close to Libtard.
What?
Yeah, so
your
a year and a
Alberta
half ago,
accent reading that shit is so it's like so Peggy Hill.
How is it woke?
well, they donated it to a business instead of making them pay for it.
Yeah, but it's to a business, so that's not woke because that's a business.
Because it's like a small
Republican,
business tyrant. Okay.
Aaron, thanks for doing your research, but I'll do my own research. Okay.
Okay. Well,
I'm gonna have to do
we'll
my
pull
let
this
the
up on-
listeners decide whether it's woke or not.
Let me pull this up. This episode brought to you by Bean of Fire. Use code FY.
It would
I
have to,
wish.
if they were donated, it would have to be donated to like, for it to be woke, just like Disney or LGBTQ businesses. But if it's just regular small businesses,
They have to donate it to DEI.
Or to the police?
They should
Yeah,
donate
the
it
police.
to pilots to keep them awake.
Oh, did you guys know that? Think about this for a second, right? DEI, right?
Mhm.
It equals DIE.
Oh,
Comes courtesy of our friend Jack Scalfani. Thank you, Jack.
wow.
Wait, he actually said that?
Yeah, I posted on Twitter, but he posted it on Facebook. DEI equals DIE.
You should say it equals DOA, dead on arrival, because it's like
No.
bad and not good or whatever.
But that doesn't make sense. Now, when you rearrange the letters, right, it's DEI.
Yeah.
But what is DIE stand for? It's die. But
Yeah.
if you move,
Tom, what's
you
his
move those two
YES
letters.
spell?
YES.
Don't answer. Don't answer. Don't answer.
Eyes, dude. Eyes.
Oh, you got it right. Wow, he got it right on the first try.
First try. I didn't even have to spell it right. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Spells yes.
Real yes, real lies, real lies.
All right, Aaron, what does EYES spell?
Yes.
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 Yes. Yes.
Those videos are so fucking funny. If you
I
just
think
search,
it's cruel.
if you just search what does YES spell or like what does EYES spell, there's so many videos with like 7 million views I've never seen, and they all have me like in tears by the end. Whenever it's like the older guy that's just like thinks everyone's fucking with him because everyone's laughing in the room, they're just like, God damn it, just losing their mind.
Yeah, those are crazy. Like for people who don't know, they ask people, how do you spell yes? And they say YES. And then they ask them, how do you spell, or what does EYES spell? And then they're like, well, that doesn't spell anything.
Yeah,
That's
they
not a
say
word.
ES.
ES. And it works on so many people. Like, I don't think it would work on me.
I don't think it would work on me either, only because I've seen all. No, I'm just kidding. But like, I visualize stuff when I spell it too much, and I would immediately recognize that word. I also just play a lot of word games.
Yeah, like I can see a word in my head when I say it out loud.
Yeah,
Mhm. Like poop. When you see
Yeah.
a big,
Yeah, I can see
thing
poop.
of poop.
And I see a picture
Every
of
day.
poop too, and I can smell it.
Quantum. Could say that, and I know what it says.
Yeah, I can.
Kwanzaa.
Quantum.
How about Quantum Kwanzaa?
Quantum.
Solvent.
Solvent.
Solvent? Oh, I love solvents.
I love
Mhm.
quantum and solvent.
I love solvent algorithms.
Using a solvent's a great way to get a precipitate.
I love solvent problems.
All right, college
Solvent
boy.
problems.
Yeah, solvent problems with my boys. I love solvent math problems with my friends.
solvent. These math.
Have you solved your math problems? No, I solvent.
I call them issues, not problems, because they're not hard for me.
My
an
friends, I
issue.
cannot be solvent to the world's problems. Bam. They're fucking puppies already, dude.
Oh, that's bad news.
Yeah.
Take them away.
The AKC
kids, the puppies.
is. I'll never trust the AK. I don't trust them anyway, but now I definitely won't.
No.
If they actually got certified by the American Kennel Club,
We talked about it. Like, of course,
Yeah, I
they
don't
did,
trust dog
because
breeders. I don't
No.
trust any of that certification shit. Like,
That's fucked.
no one's going out there to see the dogs. They can send them
No.
pictures and shit.
and I'm not against.
You probably just have to file papers that say you got shots and this
Yeah, I
is what
don't think they
look like.
check. I don't think
No.
it's like they're not too worried about it because people would freak. They'd be like,
Mhm.
"Oh, you're coming to my house to inspect? Fuck you!"
Yeah, imagine those guys.
If Shamar Moore becomes the vice president, that should be one of his issues: is cracking down on those goddamn mutant makers like the 2 times pimpy, 2 times bape Super
Well,
dogs.
let's not talk ill of bullies.
Yeah.
I am going to start a bully farm.
Yeah, I just bought a
pretty
pimpy
Oh,
bait
okay.
bully, so can you not? I want it to
It's
go up in
I got a
value, not
blood
down.
sucker
Wait.
bully.
Stop putting your mutant bullies in like jean shorts and stuff. Weird.
No, it's fine.
No.
no,
Well, it's not every day. It's only for the exhibit for the bully
Yeah.
show.
Yeah, the bully parade.
Yeah.
Rishi
Waddling
Sunak
down
wanted
gotta
to
show
get
off
rid
my
of those
babes.
so bad. Now guess what? He lost. Go back
check
to
out
England,
bullies,
bitch.
everybody.
Yeah.
Check out bully.
Check out the
bullies,
Tories.
Buy them. Buy some.
Check
Don't
out
check
bullies,
out the
Tories. Check out the game bully for the PS2, 3.
Check out
3.
politicians of South Asian descent. They're not doing so well in England, but in America, they're on the up and up.
Mm-hmm. Let's go, America. Shout out to us.
Let's go.
Oh, check out our Patreon.
Yep.
And
Oh.
the website is patreon.com/.
JopoliticsFM still. And we also updated our spring store. And by us, I mean, I think Alex did it.
Bruce Spring store.
Yeah, there's a
tour
new shirt in
up.
there. There's the tour shirt in there.
Oh,
Nice.
And a
tour
hoodie
shirts.
and a mug.
Get those tour
Good shit.
shirts. They're great.
They're actually good.